So this is a plot of land, a garden or something like that. It's 80 square metres of land. And it's coming 30 millimetres of rain. And they're wondering how many, if you had to water, let's say that this is all our carrots growing and we've got to keep it well watered to keep our vegetable plot growing well. How many watering cans, 8-litre watering cans, would that be equivalent to if we actually had to go around with our 8-litre can and water it by hand? So how many watering cans would 30 millimetres of rain cause? Well, we've just got to work out, of course, the volume. The volume of rain in this whole area. In order to be able to do that, we know that we're looking for litres, which we know that a litre is the same as a decimetre cubed. So if we're smart, we change all our units to decimetres already from the beginning. So what is metres squared in decimetres squared? Well, we know to go from metres to decimetres, it's times 10. So we know to go from metres squared to decimetre squared, it's times 10 squared. So the first thing I would do would be to change the area here to decimetres. So the area of our plot is 80 times 100 decimetres squared. We want the volume of water that we've collected. If I'm going to have decimetres squared here, I need to have decimetres of rain. So 30 millimetres of rain is the same as 3 centimetres of rain, which is the same as 0.3 decimetres of rain. Let's just check. We have centimetres, decimetres, centimetres, millimetres. To go from millimetres to decimetres, we have to divide by 100. Divide by 100, move the decimal point 2 places, 1, 2, 0.3 decimetres. So important that at the start everything is in the right units. You can't do anything in volume and area unless you've got the same units in everything you're working out. So the volume of water that we would collect if it rained 0.3 of a decimetre would be our 8,000 multiplied by 0.3. Here we have decimetres squared, and here we have decimetres. Decimetre squared times decimetre will give us the units of decimetre cubed. That's what we want. So this little check of always putting your units in here, make sure you haven't made a silly mistake. Then let's change 8,000 times 0.3. Let's move the decimal point 1 step that way there and 1 step back here. That will give us the same as 800 times 3. Just makes it a little bit easier, it gets rid of the decimal points. If I multiply that one by a factor of 10 and divide that one by a factor of 10, I'm actually timesing by 10 and dividing by 10. 8 threes are 24. And then we've got our 2 zeros here, decimetres cubed. So I know that I have 2,400 decimetres cubed of water. But each of how many watering cans am I going to need? Each watering can has 8 litres or 8 decimetres cubed. So the number of watering cans, my formula here, will be the amount of water divided by the amount one can holds. All the amount of rain divided by the amount that one can will hold. So I'll have 2,400 divided by 8. 8, 16, 24, it goes 3 times. 300 cans. So we'd have to actually have 300 watering cans to have the same amount of water in our plot as if it fell 30 millimetres of rain. Now 30 millimetres of rain is quite a lot, but in a torrential downpour it could easily rain 30 millimetres. And if we tried to do that by hand, we'd need 300 watering cans and a lot of backache probably.